Welcome to Illustrate to Educate. Please subscribe and ring the bell for more simple and objective videos on topics that matter. In this video, we're going to look at a simple explanation of libertarianism, as well as the arguments for and against libertarianism. Libertarianism is a political philosophy that advocates for minimal government intervention in the lives of individuals and the economy. It is based on the belief that individuals have the right to exercise autonomy and freedom of choice, as long as they do not harm others. This principle is often referred to as the non-aggression principle and is central to libertarianism. Libertarians believe in the protection of individual rights and the importance of property rights. They argue that individuals should be free to make their own decisions about how to live their lives, and that the government should not be involved in regulating personal behavior. This includes issues such as drug use, reproductive rights, among many other things. In terms of economic policy, libertarians support free market capitalism and the abolition of government regulation and subsidies. They argue that a free market economy in which prices are determined by supply and demand is the most efficient and fair system. They also believe that government intervention in the economy, such as through taxes and regulations, hinders economic growth and prosperity. Libertarians also hold that the role of government should be limited to protecting individuals and their property from harm, including through the provision of a legal system and a military for defense. They reject the idea that the government should play a central role in redistributing wealth, providing social services, or managing the economy. When it comes to the pros and cons of libertarianism, those who support it say that it provides individual freedom and autonomy. Libertarians believe that individuals should be able to make their own choices and decisions without interference from the government. They argue that this promotes personal responsibility and self-reliance. Next, they point to a smaller government with limited powers, which they argue will lead to greater economic freedom and efficiency. Third, libertarians believe that free markets, in which prices are determined by supply and demand, lead to greater economic growth and prosperity. They argue that government intervention in the economy, such as through taxes and regulations, hinders economic growth. Lastly, those who support libertarianism believe that protection of property rights are essential to protecting individual freedom and that the government should not be able to seize private property without just compensation. Those against libertarianism argue that libertarian policies, such as the promotion of free markets and limited government intervention, can lead to greater income and wealth inequality. Next, they point to the lack of a social safety net. Because libertarians believe that the government should not play a role in providing social services or redistributing wealth, those against libertarianism believe this lack of support for those in need can exacerbate poverty. Third, they point out that limited government intervention in the economy can lead to negative side effects, such as pollution and market failure. They believe that limited intervention in issues like healthcare and education may result in a lack of access to basic needs for certain individuals and communities. Keep in mind that there are different variations of libertarianism and some of the criticisms may not apply to all variations. What are your thoughts on libertarianism? Feel free to comment below. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to Illustrate to Educate to support more simple and objective videos on topics that matter.